Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are joined by PLaugen, who is the new head of schools for Cross in Bluffton. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to town.
Thank you. We're excited to be here.
It's so when did you were hired in May?
Hired in May.
And just got here.
And just got here at the start of July, moved the family across the country, which was a fantastic process.
Yeah, right from Texas?
Right, from Texas. We were in the Woodlands, which is about an hour north of Houston.
Okay. So you picked the perfect time of year to be here. It's nice and cool.
Right.
Yeah.
This is almost a mirror image of what the weather is in Houston.
Oh, so there was no big change for
Right.
you.
Hot and humid,
Yeah.
followed by 5 days of rain, followed by hot and humid.
Yeah, exactly. And so what was that experience like with your family? Have you all moved before? You were in Phoenix prior to that? And
Yeah, we spent 17 years in Phoenix and then thought that a move to the Midwest would be okay for the family. Turns out I have not overcome my fear of winters, and my wife, who is from Phoenix, was not real fond of about 9 months.
how long did you all stick it out there?
2 years.
Yeah,
so,
2 years.
So
That's
2
about
winters.
2 years too long, right? Yeah.
Right. And then made our move to Texas, and we were in Texas for 5 years, and then made the move to South Carolina.
That's wonderful. And so it was kind of a headhunter type thing, and
Yeah, absolutely. I came across a firm called Southern Teachers when I was in Michigan, and that ticked a lot of boxes for us, trying to find a climate that was agreeable to all of us, and
Sure.
and more importantly, an environment of education and social climate that was good for us. And we found that in Texas, and are finding it here in South Carolina.
yeah, we got some rich soil here in Bluffton,
Right.
in Bluffton and Beaufort County in terms of the education and young families. So tell us a little bit about your background. Has education and head of schools always been sort of your area, or?
Education has always been my area. I am going into my 27th year of being in education, and I have done everything from being a substitute teacher to being a head of school.
Wow.
And so I am a career guy for sure. And kind of always aspired to move from the classroom to the front office, and,
Sure.
and now the position at Cross being the head of school. Very excited.
And you know what? And you're still in the same trenches. I guess maybe just a different vantage point.
Different vantage point,
Yeah.
a lot more tedium and administrivia that comes with it, but definitely the best part of the job is being around the kids.
Administrivia, that's a new one. I like that.
You can use that one if
I
you
like that. I'm sorry.
But being around the kids is still the best part of the job.
It really is. And being around, I love being around educators because there's this natural sense of curiosity. My dad was a professor.
Oh, awesome.
And so just always having, folks that just the fresh minds and like the new creative approaches to taking in and assimilating information.
Exactly. You want to model being a lifelong learner for all your kids, and that curiosity is something that you can never satisfy if you're truly an educator at heart.
You really can't. There's always that sort of voracious hunger to learn something new and
Right.
try something new and feed that part of the
Right,
brain.
right.
So what was it about Bluffton that attracted you? What was it about Cross that attracted you?
Right. The Bluffton area, I had actually vacationed a few times in the Charleston area, and so the beauty of the Lowcountry was something that was apparent, that was easily a draw to this area. I love the idea of having my kids growing up by the ocean. California was not going to be an option for us, but the Lowcountry was very attractive for us. Cross schools in particular is kind of the exception to what is going on with a lot of private schools today, in that they're actually growing.
Yeah.
And that's an amazing opportunity to be not only in an area but a school that is actively growing. So even in the midst of all the trials and tribulations of the day, we are growing as a school, and that was tremendously attractive to me.
Sure. And so anyone who, in Bluffton, and this has been wonderful to see this all happening right off there of Buckwalter, you see the campus is expanding and there's building taking place there. Right. So it's been wonderful to see Cross just sort of blossom over the past couple of years.
Yeah, we need to definitely put together a pictorial timeline of just the last decade, and the expansion that has come with that last decade is really impressive.
Yeah. So what do you foresee as sort of your, I don't want to say first 100 days, but you know what I mean? Like kind of what do you see as what are you getting your hands into first?
Well, we have a lot of exciting things going on this year that are firsts for us. We will have our first 9th grade class at Cross Schools.
Wow.
And so we will, in 4 years, add all of our high school section of the program. And so we will be from early childhood all the way through 12th grade. And so that is obviously one of the really exciting things there. We have a brand new athletic director coming in from North Carolina. We will be expanding our athletic programs up into the high school level. And we are currently on a wait list for kindergarten and are very close to being on a wait list for several other grades. So it's even in light of everything that's going on with health concerns, we are just in a great position right now.
Absolutely. And now, is there a little bit more room to be able to really hand knit a plan for that, being a private school?
Yeah, I think there is, because you're categorically planning to serve a much smaller population, meaning, we're aiming to serve 600 families versus 25,000.
Sure.
And so our ship can sail a bit more deftly and with more agility through seas like these right
Sure.
now. And there's also a much greater partnership between school and the home. And so the lines of communication between our families and the school are a lot more clearly defined, and we regularly solicit from our families what they think would be the best service to them and consider that, and then kind of move forward. So there's a lot less bureaucracy that you have to travel through
Sure.
with the school ourselves.
And everybody's going to be cheeks in seats when we get started?
Cheeks and seats that are far apart. and so that's another thing too, is that we have the facilities to allow us to socially distance appropriately with the full population on campus.
Well, please do come back and keep us informed.
Absolutely.
It's so nice to spend some time with you.
Well, thank you so much. We've had a great first 30 days here and are looking forward to a great time in Bluffton.
Wonderful things to come.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for being with us.
Yes.
Thanks for watching Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Carrie Dillon, and we'll see you next time.